So on OnCampus, there are multiple calendars that feed in from the school calendar and also from OnCampus that you can send to another calendar app like the calendar app in Apple products or Google Calendar. I want to show you how to do that. So if you click on the calendar, you can see the different calendars that appear. You can see your own calendars in terms of assignments and schedules. You can see school calendars here on the bottom left. But what we're interested in is taking these calendars and sending them to another application. So the icon here on the right is the calendar feed button. I'm going to press on that. And you can see that I can feed these calendars out clicking on the linked things. But actually, if you want, you can send these as individual calendar feeds so that you can granulate it a little bit more and be able to control what you're looking at. So for instance, I will probably want to do a school calendar feed, and actually the school calendar I'm most interested in is a school-wide calendar and vacation calendar. So I have that set, and I'm going to click on it, and you can see it opens in my Westminster Google Calendar section here, Westminster Tools, and it says, okay, do you want to add this long feed in? I'm going to say yes, add this calendar. Now, if you do not have it open in Google Calendar, that's because there's a little icon here on the top right of your URL. It looks like two diamonds overlapping each other. You need to go to your Westminster Calendar and click on that icon and say allow Google Calendar to open calendar links. And once you allow it, it will do this. It will open it up. Now you can see here that this has this crazy long URL. I'm going to change that under Calendar Settings to Westminster Events. So you see I changed the calendar name to something that's actually readable. The URL remains the same. Save. And now I have Westminster's calendar here in my Google Calendar, on my phone, and everywhere else where it's accessible. I did the same thing with Westminster's athletics feed. Nice thing with the athletics feed, going back to that, is if you want to do a feed out from this calendar and you just want certain teams like the ones you play on, again, you can do that. So this little icon here, this settings, you can just choose, for instance, let's say that you're on thirds basketball and first boys cross country and golf. You can just feed those calendars in depending on what you select. Same thing here with your individual feeds. You can do settings for assignments. You can actually do your individual classes separately. So you can create all of these calendar feeds and again then be using Google Calendar as we have here to control them, and you can make them appear and disappear with Google Calendar so that you can see specifically what you want to see on this calendar feed. I hope that helps in terms of managing your calendar view, and Google Calendar on mobile apps works very nicely too.